Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Myself Aditi Srigowda, preserving in Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering from Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Subject Introduction to Python Programming. Topic Storing and Retrieving Values in Variables. So let's know what are variables. Python variable is containers that store values. Python is not a statically typed. We do not need to declare variables before using them or declare the type. A variable is created the moment we first assign to value to it. A Python variable, it is name given to a memory location. It is a basic unit of storage in a program. So they are basically called as a variables. So let's know how does it work. As a developer, you'll need to save a certain bits of information and assign it to a label so that you can retrieve the information later. A username, available tickets left for a flight, the day of the week, inventory, and all of these data are stored in variables so it can be used to in a future reference. So let's know examples of variable in Python. An example of variable in Python, it is a representative name that serves as a pointer to an object. Once an object is assigned to a variable, it can be referred to by that name in layman's terms. We can say that variable in Python is a container that stores a values. So now let's take a real life examples. Suppose there is a class in a school, for example 12th class. The class is a variable and student of that class are the objective of this class. You have to declare a name of this class. After declaration, you have to store values or name of the student which can change later through a programming. So let's come to know how to store and retrieve values in variables. There are two ways to access the instance variables of classes within the class by using self and object reference using a guitar method. The assignment operator denoted by the is equals to symbol, and it is the operator that is used to assign values to variables in Python. The line x is equals to 1 that takes the known value 1 and assigns that value to the variables with name x. So let's know a little bit more about it. Sometimes we just need to access a variable other than the usual way of accessing by its name. There are many methods by which a variable can access from the code scope. These are by default dictionaries that are created and which keep the variable values as dictionary key value pair. So let's know, let's talk about some of these functions. So there are four methods. So we can talk by one. Method 1, using locals. This is a function that stores the values of all variables in local scope of function if it is in a function or of global scope if it's outside. So let's talk about method 2, using globals. This is yet another function that maintains a dictionary of variables of a global scope. So let's go to the method 3, using a class. There are three types. Define a class, make class with a class level, variable my var set to the desired value. Second, define a function that prints the value of my class. Third, call function 2 to print the value of my class. So let's go to the method 4. It is using the built-in function vars. There are 4 steps. Initialize a variable test var with a string value. Print the original variable using the print functions. Using the vars function to access the value from code scope and assign the variables resist. Fourth, print the result. These are the 4 methods that are usually of these functions. So let's know how to store a list of variables in Python. So in Python, we create a list by placing the values we want to store inside a square brackets. Each value is separated by a comma. Each value in a list is often referred to as an element. A list can have as many times as you want, and it can store integers, decimal values, strings, and etc. So let's go to how to create or declare a naming convention variables in Python. So before creating a variable, you have to find a meaningful name of the variables which can be created. A meaningful variable make it easy for programs to identify and assign desired values so fast. To assign a value to a variable, you have to first create variables in Python with the naming conventions using a comma-less cas alphabets to declare a variable. The start letter of the variable that should be a small letter. Don't use like symbols like at, hashtags, and etc. Don't start a variable with numbers. Start with the small letters. So let's know some examples about it. So examples, your name, your email, your total. So short names for a variables. So it can be a more preferable for programmers. It could give. You can also define short names for variables like x and y. It can be small or capital. After you create variables in Python, you can start assigning values to them according to its data types. So let's come to the ending part, that is conclusion. So in this tutorial covered the basis of Python variables, that is including object reference and identity and naming of Python identifiers. So now you have good understanding of some of the Python data types topics, and now how to create a variables that is reference object of those types. So hope you enjoy my video. Thank you for watching my video. Please do like, share, comment, and please do subscribe my video. Thank you for watching.